Hello everyone, I hope you've all had a great month of March, as I know I did. It has been a rough couple of weeks actually because my nephew caught strep throat and I just haven't been feeling all too great, but I am so excited for the month of April coming up. I don't know if you can tell, but I look and feel a lot more like my old self prior to the acne. My hair is finally growing out, so today I'm going to do something a little different in celebration of that feeling and looking more like my old self. So I'm going to do dupes, and that's something you guys know that I'm not really good at doing, but I actually have some really amazing products to share with you. So affordable ones at that. Let's start with our first dupe, which is mascara. So while I was wearing eyelash extensions, I had mentioned that I was using the Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder mascara. Unfortunately, this awesome formula is discontinued. It was a limited edition release. This mascara totally caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting to love it. It has a really tiny wand though, which is excellent for my lower lashes. It has a wet formula, which is why I didn't expect I would like it, but it makes my lashes look sky long. Victoria had this mascara made to be lash extension safe, since that's what she wears as well. So again, this is discontinued, but in the meantime, I have been using Chantecaille's Longest Lash Mascara. So this is kind of expensive because it comes with a formula that helps your lashes grow. So if you're not into using something like Latisse or Revitalash, you can use that money that you would save and put it towards your mascara. So Chantecaille's is very similar in formula to the Victoria Beckham, except this one has a much larger brush wand. If you're looking for a mascara that's safe for lash extensions, but also great whether you have natural lashes or not, definitely try out this Chantecaille mascara. It makes my lashes look better, grow faster, and it washes off super easily. And now we have dupe number 2, which is skincare. And I have to talk about these masks because, as many of you know, I'm using Epiduo Forte, which is a very potent, extremely drying acne topical. My skin is improved, but it's still very sensitive and extremely dry, even though I don't use Epiduo Forte more than 4 times a week now. However, the Chantecaille Jasmine and Lily Healing Mask has been a lifesaver because I feel like this is one of the few truly nourishing, hydrating, restoring formulas that makes my skin look and feel less dry without clogging my pores. So because the Epiduo is able to resurface my skin, so to speak, but that also means even though my skin looks fresh and it keeps the acne at bay, my skin gets very easily congested from just normal things like sweating or just wearing makeup. That makes it hard for me to use products that are not oil-free without experiencing severe congestion, but this Chantecaille mask is one of the few that I can use to restore my skin's moisture barrier without experiencing major blackheads or whiteheads. So I highly recommend this. It has a very creamy texture. My friend Dana bought this for me when I was experiencing extremely dry skin in Portland. You could see my skin flaking from the windburn and the cold. This is definitely an investment, and it's $88, so I know that is a stretch for a lot of people, even though this does double as a moisturizer and a mask. If you're looking for something a little bit more affordable, it's about half the price. This is $45 at Sephora, and this is Glow Recipes extremely highly lauded Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. And I was kind of hesitant because a lot of things that have Instagram hype are not very good. This Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask is one of those that I actually think is worth every penny and deserves all the rave reviews because it is a great product for the price. When my skin is extremely dry, would I reach for the Chantecaille? Yes, but I do think that the Watermelon Glow Mask is excellent for those who don't struggle with extremely dry skin, more so if you have normal to maybe a little bit dry skin. However, even if you have combination or oily skin, this is a perfect mask for you to use overnight. The only concern that I would have about this product and recommending it to everyone is the fact that it has an extremely strong scent. It's just a touch synthetic, whereas the Jasmine and Lily Healing Mask from Chantecaille is extremely natural, whereas with the Glow Recipe formula, I can definitely smell it immediately as I open the lid. I can totally see why this has become a cult classic and why it's so popular on Instagram. I mean, firstly, it's very pretty. For those who are looking to cut down on their nighttime routines, these overnight sort of masks definitely help with that. And now I'm going to try something a little different and show you guys what's in my bag. So I'm going to talk to you first about this, which is the Senreve Maestra Mini in Mimosa Storm. This is probably the best bag in my collection at the moment because it's the perfect size for me. I'm 5 feet, about 108 pounds at the moment. Most of you who have followed me within the last year know how much I adore Senreve. This feature is not sponsored. I wanted to show this bag to you guys because I really love it. I actually switch between this and the doctor bag depending on how much stuff I'm carrying with me that day. The Mimosa Storm Leather works so well for me. It's a very neutral gray, not too dark, not too light, and it just fits everything I need. This is my card holder. I've got my full-size Chanel wallet back here, but I mostly use the card holder because I don't really need that much for every day. Now we're getting to the important part, which is the makeup. And I never used to carry a makeup bag, but now that I'm almost 29, it's strange. I feel compelled to carry some touch-up makeup with me, mostly because I started carrying sunscreen, and then once one became two, then I realized, okay, I don't like all this stuff floating around in my purse. I'm gonna put it in a pouch, and this is actually a brush pouch from Laura Mercier, but it works really well because I like the mesh half. So first, because I got distracted by all the other details, I'm going to talk to you about what's on my lips, which is Dior. So I did show these on my blog recently. This is the new Addict Lacquer Stick in Underground. It's number 420. Pretty close to my birthday actually. So my birthday is April 25th. That's not the reason I bought this color though. It is a touch more pinkish beige. It's very, very pigmented actually. And it's not the color that I would have expected to buy. And it does look a lot more mauvey pink on me, especially when I wear it by itself, but I never do that. It's so incredibly smooth and rich and even. I hope they expand more shades in the future because I would definitely purchase more of these. It's just, it almost feels like a liquid lipstick. It just glides on like real butter. It's really, really an impressive formula. So even though I don't necessarily love Underground Worn on its own, I always keep it in my bag because it makes my lips look really smooth. And it's one of the very few Dior lip formulas that doesn't make my lips peel. But I do top it with the Rouge Dior Liquid in 427. This is delicate satin. It's not too shimmery. It's also extremely pigmented. And this I actually do wear by itself sometimes. It's a liquid lipstick. It almost feels like a gloss, but it's not sticky whatsoever. I really love this combination. I just dab it on after the Underground has set for about 30 seconds. And I just let the lipstick warm up, you know, fill in my lip lines, make everything look nice and smooth and moisturized. Then I apply this liquid lipstick. And I actually loved this formula long ago. This is the old packaging previous to Peter Phillips revamping all of the Dior makeup after having left Chanel. And it's great for those who have sensitive dry lips like I do. It's not too sticky, not too wet, not too shiny. It's just perfect. No matter what purse I'm carrying lately, I always have this handy dandy pouch with me. So I'm just going to pop this back into my mini Maestra. Now we're going to move on to my eyeshadow and we're gonna wrap up this video with lash extension and false lashes talk. So last month I was experimenting with Naked Heat and I love the Petite Heat palette. I honestly think it's better than the full size, but I have to say that my favorite new eyeshadow palettes have been by Hourglass. This one is Myth. I'm mostly wearing shades from here, actually almost all of them except the very bright white highlighter. I rarely ever highlight my brow bone. It's just not something that I like to do. I did, however, pair it with some in Vista. These are the Hourglass Graphic eyeshadow palettes, by the way, in case I did not name them yet. And I used the middle color here. It's a very warm brown, very dupeable. I mean, I think a lot of the shades that I wear you can probably find in different palettes, but I just think that Hourglass has done a great job in combining shades that you don't always see together. So this palette is a mix of mattes and shimmers, and I am wearing the shimmery shade in the front half of my lower eyelid, and that is this little bronzy one here. I actually am very impressed by this. It has that same foiled look as Natasha Denona shadows, but without the fallout. And I just think Myth is perfect for every day. Whether you're a working professional or whether you need these shades for transitional colors, you know, to put throughout the crease or just to slightly define your lower lash line, I mean, this palette is perfect and useful for just about everyone. Plus, the colors are quite pigmented. They show up nice and easily without having to use an eyeshadow base. Thank you so much for all of those who have watched until this point, because I know this is a very long video. But firstly, I am no longer getting eyelash extensions. I'm taking a break because after having worn them for 6 months consistently, my eyelashes started to break. My eyelids got red and puffy and extremely scaly and dry. So I knew that my eyes were irritated, and I realized, okay, this isn't getting better, it's getting worse, so I have to let it go. And that's why I'm back to wearing velour false lashes, just in time actually, because they came out with an Effortless collection, I believe it's called, and I used this little kit that they produced. It has mini tweezers and an eyelash glue. I used the Claire glue today, believe it or not. The best part is there's no trimming involved, so I don't have to carry a scissor around with me. I can just pop them on, and they're actually, despite being dense, they're quite light, and I don't feel them. I was concerned that after having eyelash extensions, I would feel the weight of them on my eyelids, but they feel really comfortable, and I am wearing this style, Would I Lie? So would I lie about loving these? Definitely not. I highly, highly recommend them. The one that I will try next time is For Real though, and these are denser in the middle. As you can see, the clusters are fuller right around where the pupils of the eyes would be, so it will give you more of a wide open doll-like look. So these two are my top picks from the Effortless collection, so definitely give them a try. And as much as I love eyelash extensions, I mostly love them for the ability to wake up and go to the gym, just walk around barefaced feeling more confident, but overall I don't think that they make as much of an impact on my face or my makeup as false lashes do. I think especially if you are an Asian woman and you have features somewhat like mine, false lashes make the most impact. And of course, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a 10-year-long adventure in the making with tons of highs and tons of lows. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for sticking by me and for hanging around for the last year of my 20s. Thank you again, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.